Scott, we beat Bala 4 times last season, but as always, it will be a tough challenge.
Yeah, Bala are always thereabouts, and they had a disappointing result last weekend, so they'll be wanting to put things right this weekend against us. So it always is decent game. At times they play some great football as well, Bala, so we've got to be wary of that.
And back to ourselves, 4 consecutive clean sheets in the JD Welsh Premier League. I guess that's something that you want to continue with.
Yeah, like I said, we've got our targets. We've got targets not only for goals conceded, but games lost, wins, goals scored. You know, we have a discussion at the start of the season, we revisit it at Christmas, and then we look towards the end of the season. So as many clean sheets as possible, and clean sheets win games, and obviously at the end of the day, if you're keeping clean sheets, there's always a chance to win the game.
And as we look at the team selection for tomorrow's game, Ben Cabango was out for a couple of games. He was called up by the Wales under-19 squad, and of course he was ill as well at that time, so he's been out for a couple of games. Joash came in to replace him. What are your thoughts on that going into tomorrow's game?
Yeah, Joash has done probably better than I expected. You know, to come in and look so assured, hardly put a foot wrong. Great attitude, trains same as he plays, and he's been great for us. You know, for a 20-year-old lad to come in and not know the Welsh League, not be from around here, obviously probably not seen a lot of the Welsh League, but to come in and be so assured is fantastic. He's got a good future.
It's a strong squad indeed, and even outside of the first team, we played Wolves under 23s on Tuesday, and we had the likes of Liam Parry, James Parry, Ariboa, CJ Craven. They're all promising youngsters knocking on the door of the squad.
Yeah, there was 5. I think Callum Jones, to add to that list as well, was 5. So, you know, at the club we always look for that next one to come through, whether it's 1, whether it's 2. We always like to let them have that step up if they're ready and able. You know, it's no good just taking 3 or 4 and putting them into training, because training standards are up there. You know, everyone can see the way we play in the Welsh Premier League, and we want to train exactly the same. So it's no good them coming in if they can't compete. We only take the very best, and it's up to them to earn that. But they're getting the chance. They're getting the chance sometimes to train with us, and when we've got fixtures of that ilk to play against, we can test them and see if they're up to it.
We've already mentioned Ben Cabango. He's back now, of course, from injury. But what is the general situation like here at Park Hall?
Yeah, 21 in the squad. 21 will be training on Monday, so full squad to choose from. Headache for us now, because you can only have certainly 18 with 2 youngsters, so you're going to miss out. 3 are going to miss out most weeks. It's up to me to make sure that you keep the players happy and motivated, and as long as we can do that, we'll be in a good place.
Well, Scott, that was my next question actually. With such a settled team, starting lineup especially, how do you, as a manager, deal perhaps with the players that aren't going to be not only in the starting lineup but not actually in the squad itself?
You can only be honest and tell them that if it's for a reason they need a rest. You know, Jamie Mullen was supposed to have a rest last week, but came on with probably 35 to go. So at times players need to come out to perform the week after. You know, the game against Bala was, in my mind, to give Jamie a rest to come in for Friday night. So we're always planning, we're always taking the next game, but also looking forward to maybe a couple of weeks' time, where if we've got a tough schedule like we have in a couple of weeks' time, we play Cardiff Met, we play Wednesday, and then we play on the Saturday or Sunday. So we've got, again, 7 games in 7 days. 3 games in 7 days, sorry. So we have to make sure that the squad is first of all ready, and anybody that comes into that squad is available and on the front foot, because we don't have a lot of reserve games. We have to rotate sometimes, but it's for the right reasons.
And finally, Scott, back to the Bala Town game. We actually opened the press conference up to the New Saints fans, and we've chosen one question here from John Vaughan. and he's obviously thinking in terms of a particular player from our opponent tomorrow, and he asks, any plans on how to keep Henry Jones quiet?
We've seen a bit of him when he played for Bangor, and then obviously had a year out with Winterfield and did very well. Very good player, technically excellent, you know, goes both ways, can pass, can create, can score. We've seen the assist he's got already. We've seen the goal he scored against Geffen Druids, where I think that was the winner, was it? Technically a very good player. So yes, we have to be wary of him. He's been highlighted as a danger to the players, as with a couple of other ones that they've got. So yes, they're highlighted. The players that we highlight, we never just leave that to them to figure out. We show them where they can hurt us, and it gives them a day to think about who they're playing and who they're going to come up against. So yes, he's a very good player, and we have to make sure that we stop him and we stop balls coming into the box, because that's what they do. They've got good delivery, and I'm sure there's a couple of other players that we need to keep quiet to.
I did say that was the final question, but one more. I guess when you approach any game, Scott, as the manager, first and foremost, it's about the New Saints, and in a way it's to then let other people worry about you rather than the other way around.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, there are key individuals, tactics, etc., that you do have to take into consideration on the opponent.
Every team. We went to Clonethy last week, got some experienced players, got some younger players, but we highlighted the lad that scored 4 or 5 goals, Loveridge. He's got to be, he's got to be stopped, because he was the threat last week, I felt, and on the night he was the closest one to getting a goal against us. Took the free kick, H saved it, but he's the one that broke on the counter. So you have to be aware, you have to be wary of your opposition, and you can't just think that we are TNS, we will just go out and beat players. So everything's highlighted, and the players know strengths and weaknesses of every team.